Welcome to Survival Insights. In this channel, I want to show you mind-blowing AI use cases and motivate you to explore ways to use AI to make your life as an artist more exciting. What if you could have a talk in real time with the book that you're reading, or in the near future with the song you're listening or the movie you are watching? So first of all, I would like to ask you if you have any knowledge about the book called The War of Art by Steven Pressfield.
Yes, I'm familiar with the War of Art.
The first duty is to sacrifice to the gods and pray them to grant you the thoughts, words, and deeds likely to render your command most pleasing to the gods, and to bring yourself, your friends, and your city to fullest measure of affection and glory and advantage. What?
This quote from Xenophon speaks to the idea of leadership and responsibility as sacred duties. The phrase suggests that before taking action, whether in command or in creativity, one should first make an offering to the gods and seek their guidance. It's a well-known book by Steven Pressfield that explores the concept of resistance, an internal force that stops us from pursuing our creative endeavors. Pressfield uses the term resistance to describe the fear, procrastination, and self-doubt that often prevent people from doing the work they're meant to do, especially in the arts.
So how do you think that this phrase relates to beating procrastination? So while I am reading books, and sometimes books that are not in my, let's say, specialty,
I come from the cinema industry.
it is really, really nice to have the ability to have a reading assistant, somebody that you can ask questions, that you can go deep into concepts or themes that you may have enjoyed. And the good part is that all this conversation is going to be translated and you will have the transcription in your chat. The tool that I'm using to enjoy these conversations is ChatGPT. I'm using the desktop app. If you want to download the ChatGPT desktop app, click in one of the links that you will see here to go to the video where I explain how to download it and where I show you 3 super cool conversational AI use cases. You can use the voice mode too in the iOS and Android apps. For desktop, I think that for now, you can only use the desktop app with Mac. So the next book that I'm going to read you is from Max Tegmark, and it's called Life 3.0. Do you have any idea about it?
Yes, I'm familiar with Life 3.0 by Max Tegmark.
So I'm going to read you a paragraph from the book in the chapter called 3 Stages of Life. Let's instead define life very broadly, simply as a process that can retain its complexity and replicate. What's replicated isn't matter, made of atoms, but information, made of bits, specifying how the atoms are arranged. When a bacterium makes a copy of its DNA, no new atoms are created, but a new set of atoms are arranged in the same pattern as the original, thereby copying the information. In other words, we can think of life as a self-replicating information processing system whose information, the software, determines both its behavior and the blueprints for its hardware.
That's a fascinating paragraph. In it, Max Tegmark is defining life not in traditional biological terms, but as an information processing system. He's emphasizing that life's essence lies in the replication and retention of information, rather than the replication of physical matter itself. The comparison of life to software and hardware makes this concept clearer. Life can be seen as having software, the information or DNA that dictates how the hardware, the physical body or structure, behaves.
So how does the concept of software and hardware apply to living organisms according to this text?
In this text, the concept of software and hardware is applied to living organisms by using a metaphor to explain how life functions as an information processing system. Here's how it breaks down. Hardware refers to the physical structure of living organisms, their bodies, cells, and the atoms that make them up. This is the tangible, biological part of an organism, like the brain, organs, or DNA molecules themselves. Software refers to the information that dictates how the hardware operates. In living organisms, this software is the genetic code, DNA, that stores the instructions for the organism's development, behavior, and replication. The software is responsible for guiding the hardware in terms of how it functions.
Could you explain this to me, what we were talking about here? as if I was, I don't know, a 10-year-old that doesn't know anything about, concepts of hardware or software in computing. And yeah, how could you explain it to me?
Sure, let's make it simple. Imagine that your body is like a toy robot. The hardware is everything you can touch: the robot's arms, legs, gears, and wires. That's like the parts of your body: your bones, muscles, and cells. Now, the software is like the set of instructions that tell the robot how to move. It's like the brain of the robot that says, move your arm up or walk forward. For living things, this software is the information in your DNA, which is like a recipe that tells your body how to grow, what color your eyes are, and how you move or eat. It's the instructions for everything your body does. So in life, just like with a robot, you need both the hardware, the physical body, and the software, the instructions, to make things work. The important part here is that when life makes more of itself, it's really copying the instructions, software, not building new parts from scratch. Does that help make it clearer?
So as you have noticed, I don't have the advanced voice mode in my computer. Here, if we go to OpenAI, we could see how, the requirements for this advanced voice mode, you will have to have a Plus subscription. This is the icon that will appear when you are able to use the advanced voice mode. I don't have it yet, as you can see right here. It's not the same. Other interesting stuff about this advanced voice mode, that by the way is the one that OpenAI showcased a few months ago. One thing that I think that is very important to know about all this conversational AI is the last part. Will my advanced voice mode conversations be used to train your models? During the alpha, we'll use audio from conversations with advanced voice mode to train our models. So basically, if you don't share financial information, don't share stuff that maybe it's important for you in an emotional level, or, FYI. So as a creator, one of the most important parts of the creative process is to feel excited about something. It could be, movies, music, literature, or podcasts, whatever you want. And I love to talk about stuff that I enjoy with my friends, have conversations, go deep into concepts, themes, and have some laughs. Podcasts. How can I use this voice mode and conversational AI for podcasts or debates? Check the following video if you want to know more about this mind-blowing way to use AI voice mode. Thank you so much for your time. I hope that you learned something in this video, and stay kind.